Rob and Slim, we are back with Kevin Van Stevenson from On the Brain. What's up, dude?
What's up, my man? How's it going?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're getting ready to, do our last interview. But what's your movie On the Brain? It's a zombie movie.
Yeah, well, great. Last interview, you guys must be pretty tired, huh?
No, we're good.
We're good. We're just getting started. We had an earlier one that was not that good, so we still got a good one left in us.
We're finishing strong.
Great, man. Hey, but I'm Kevin. I'm here with the writer and producer, my co-producer, Brandon Trask, here, too. I dragged him along with me, so... Hey, how's it going? Thank you for having us on. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. How long were you guys working on the movie before it came out?
Well, the backstory, basically in 1974, my parents were running a saloon up in the gold country called the Oasis, and my mom wrote the story called The Dangerous Season. There's a lot of dysfunctional people, in a small town, one dog town. And so it basically, she had a little bit of interest in it, but it basically sat around for about 30 years, and my mom came down with Alzheimer's, and then I dug it out of the dusty trunk that she had, and it was about 136 pages, and it fit more into a screenplay.
Wow.
And so I started adapting it about 2007, 2007, and then I ran into Kevin a
couple of years later,
and we started putting it together.
Wow. I saw the quote of the movie is something's in my head. Is it like a parasite or is it like cordyceps?
Yeah, so these parasites invade the men, strictly the men of the town, and it affects their brain. So you could see it in the movie. We did some really cool special effects where the parasites are crawling underneath the skin, and that's like the catalyst for when they, flip out and become a zombie.
I just got a question. Was any of the inspiration for that from that one African parasite where it's that worm that grows underneath your skin?
The botfly?
No. There's this roundworm, right? And you can see it right underneath.
Wow.
And it forms this blister, and you gotta roll it up to pull it out. Because if you had the worm, you'll go into anaphylactic shock.
Wow.
It's really fucked up.
And we had to special order those parasites in from
Did you order them?
State, and they were in a special soil, and we had to keep them in refrigerated, and they would go to sleep. So when we brought them out to do their scenes, they would wake up in about 10 minutes, and they'd squirm around in the scenes that they're supposed to do, and then we put them back in their little habitat, put it in the refrigerator, and they went back to sleep.
Wow. That's crazy, dude.
The particular place that Kevin found them had all different colors, and we were trying to get some green ones, but they were out of stock. So we had to settle with the flesh-colored ones.
Would you put one in your nose, Pete?
No.
Our intern, he wants to get another testicle surgically attached to him, but he won't take a botfly.
No, it's completely different. There's no pride in that.
What if Slim's holding it?
Right?
Nah.
What if Slim?
He thought about it. He hesitated.
He did. He's on board with it.
It was titillating.
How long did it take to make the movie?
Well, the Genesis started in 2009, and it took us 5 years of rewriting the script and just figuring out the right location. So in 2014, 5 years later, is when we really started pre-production, and then in April of 2014, that's when we started production. And we shot it in 12 days, and then we shot 2 more days of pickups. And we're talking a long 12, 14 days, probably 18 hours each day. And so we worked our crew, way more than we should have. I feel awful about that. So if you're listening, Chris, our first AD, Mike Perry, our cinematographer, Like, sorry guys, but
But how was craft services for that day?
Out. Yeah, it was interesting. We stayed at a little hole in the wall called the Hacienda Motel, and it was kind of in like a U shape, and in the far right corner there's like this little drug dealing facility that people would come in and come out. And we had friends donated a motorhome, and they were trying to break into the motorhome during the makeup artist, Monica, and her husband, Armando, who did a fantastic job on the makeup inside there, so we had to thwart that idea. And then one of our actresses, Sharon Frederickson, who's fantastic, she had brought her dog one day, and Jay Patel, the guy who owned the facility, didn't want any animals. So then they got into a big argument.
I thought you were going to say you caught her at the crack house.
Facility.
I didn't know if you caught any actors at the crack den.
it was a crack den for sure, man. We didn't know it until we're there, and they gave us a lot of shit about it. And we still owe them some favors till this day.
It was built probably back in the 30s or 40s, and it had these old gas heaters that, I mean, you had to keep the room ventilated, a fear of carbon monoxide poisoning, and they didn't have any type of, devices in the room to let you know, but, you feel woozy, and you have to quickly open up the front door.
Yeah. Our key grip, John Green, like, he almost passed out. And we had to switch rooms because he was just inhaling all this, like,
crack,
crazy gas coming out of the wall here, man.
Crack gas. We really went overboard on the conditions.
Wow.
The actors in
it was the cheapest fucking roast motel we could find, man.
Did anyone die?
Film, so had to make do, man, with the little money that we had.
Yeah.
But what was interesting is there was a woman, Lynn Peterson, props to her. We call her the Don Corleone of San Jacinto because if we needed anything, boom, she'd be on the phone, and she'd be calling in favors. We got a doctor's office.
I just gotta say, man, that's a symptom of that 1930s crack, man. You gotta love that vintage crack. It's the best.
I think it's gotten a little bit better since with the synthetic drugs. The new spice stuff that they're using down downtown Pedro on Skid Row. That's the people.
Have you guys done any other movies?
We have a couple things in the works.
Yeah, so we're working on a few movies now. I recently, last year, shot a comedy documentary, which is on the other spectrum of the genre that I like to work in, which is horror. And I shot a National Geographic TV show called Breakthrough. It was produced by Ron Howard, so that was really awesome to work on.
Wow.
So I'm a camera operator, so I'm like a hired gun. So I get hired on to shoot on these sets for a couple of days, and then I'm out of there working on the next project.
That's cool, dude.
I got a question. The zombie movie,
yeah.
Would you ever, think about doing, a prequel where it, takes place during the Black Plague in Europe, like the Middle Ages, and it's, medieval
That seems like a natural transition, right?
I would go see that.
To this film, I think.
I was going to ask if you would do, a kid's movie, like a Birds movie, and the two characters were named Buttson and Poodolph.
Hey, that would lend itself for this town, San Jacinto, so well, man, so...
They could be zombies, too. They could turn into zombies at one point. Zombie birds.
Yeah, San Jacinto is an eclectic place. There's a lot of really good people up there, and we had a showing at the historic Emmett Theater, which is supposedly haunted. And it was, we had a little zombie crawl, and it's very an eclectic town. We were supposed to shoot for 13 days. On the 13th day, we woke up and there was a sandstorm, 125-mile-an-hour winds that actually blew us out of the town. And so we weren't able to get the actual ending that we had actually written in the script. We also filmed in this.
do my
What was the name of that
tonight.
building? It was like it was filmed in 1980, but it was kind of it looked like a false front type of western town. And when you walked in, it was like filled with all these really false fronts. We shot in there at 4 in the morning. And everybody had kind of
That's a lot of
weird
animal.
vibe.
Is that steel?
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a little backstory for you guys, man. But as far as that prequel goes, if you have a story about zombie birds, zombie dogs, like Cujo 2 maybe,
Ooh.
that's right up my alley, man. I'll love that.
We'll get it written.
Yeah, Pete just beat up an ironing board.
So if you guys get a chance to watch the film, I sent you a link. There's a lot of pirated sites out there, man, but it's also on Walmart right now, Barnes & Nobles, Amoeba Record Store, which is in Hollywood.
They still have record stores?
We're based in Hollywood and L.A.
Wow. They still have record stores?
Amoeba, yeah, it's like world-renowned, man.
Oh, wow.
Nice, dude.
But,
I think we had
did you guys get a chance
Tower.
to watch it?
No, I'm sorry, man. I tried, but I ended
Slim
up
was supposed to. My internet is so crappy at the house. Like, that's why I didn't know if you guys had a DVD, because, like,
Yeah.
dude.
I did
That's
watch
perfect.
I did watch the trailer, and I was like, this does look really
trailer
cool.
looks
so.
Trailer was cool.
Yeah, I could barely get into
the trailer's
Netflix
really
half the
baller.
time, man.
What, who was the actor, the main actor, the sheriff?
The sheriff was Danny Hansen. He's starting to blow up recently, man. He's working a
Missed
lot.
that band.
Every other day, he's like on a new set, and he's like perfect leading man material. And it took us over 200, well, over 4 auditions, but we've seen over 200 actors just to find R. Kelly Jarvis, the sheriff.
Yeah, Danny was fantastic. There was one scene where he actually breaks down and actually cries. Tears actually come out of his eyes.
Real tears.
Which took him about, he had to really get into it like a method actor and
Wow.
be alone for a little bit and, let the tears come, which was pretty interesting to watch the actors compare it and the quality of work that they did. I'm so proud of them, and certainly props to everybody, the cast and crew, because they really, without them, we wouldn't have been able to make the film. And
The
I
next
just wanna
movie-
really say thank you to all of them for their dedication and hard work and driving all the way from LA and braving the traffic to go up to San Francisco.
Have you gotten it in film festivals?
Yeah, so the funny thing about our film, we actually were fortunate enough to get distribution before we did the film festival market.
Wow, I figured that's
And
came
that's kind of
afterwards.
backwards, right?
Yeah, I figured because it's on DVD and all. I figured it was afterwards. Is it on like Netflix?
No, so we're working on Netflix. We're going to try to maximize our sales before we go to Netflix. Just because if it's on Netflix, nobody's going to buy the DVD, and
Oh, okay,
that's so we want to sell all the DVDs that we have.
cool.
Chris at Max Media has been great putting the poster together.
That's our distributor, Maxim Media and Midnight Releasing.
And Brain Damage Film. So they've been really fantastic on pushing the product, getting it out there for people to view. And like Stephen said, it's interesting how quickly it was pirated and up on all these different sites. And it's
Wow.
that's an experience within itself. Which I think the interesting thing is to see it. Labor of love actually come to fruition. The first stages of actual, comes out of your head, and then it goes to the storyboard, and then the music, and then the actual principal photography, and then to actually see it, holding an actual DVD in your hand, is somewhat of an orgasmic experience.
Is it also available in graphic novel form?
Oh, graphic novel. Okay.
We actually do have a little graphic novel.
Yeah, a little 10-page comic book.
I
that we put together.
I got a question. Like, what is your favorite zombie movie? I gotta know. Like your favorite, like classic zombie
favorite
movie.
zombie movie has got to be Crazies, man. I just freaking love that movie.
Night of the Living Dead, the original one. black and white.
Yeah.
I remember watching it on. You guys are too young to remember Creature Features with Bob Wilkins. The guy who smoked a big long cigar. And
My
would
dad,
say, oh, yeah,
my dad told me about that. My dad.
Yeah, it was I always had B shows, B movies on it that he'd go, oh, we got a real clunker coming up, and then he'd be honest about his appraisals of them. But I remember watching that on a little black and white TV by myself, and it had the rabbit ears, and I had to adjust them, and when the zombies were attacking and stuff, and the little fuzz on the screen. But it was terrifying to me when I saw it. But that is one of my favorites.
I really loved the original Dawn of the Dead. I thought just the way Romero did those zombies was amazing. Just these gray, lifeless, slow things. They were really fucking
And they
cool.
had some memory from like when they were alive, but not much. It was there, but as soon as they saw flesh.
That was 1978, wasn't it? Approximately.
Yep.
Yeah.
The original one, where they were actually the guy. There's a helicopter scene, and he steps up on a block, and the helicopter cuts half of his head off.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think of the Night of the Living Dead? I mean, not Night of the Living Dead. The Evil Dead series.
The new one or the old one?
Like all of it.
I like the original one. I love.
Bruce Campbell's the man.
Especially when he's in the windmill and the little guys come out of him. And he's hopping around, and the little guys are, just all over him, and I like that. That was one of my favorite scenes.
What about the new one, the series, Ash versus the Evil Dead? Did you see that yet?
I haven't.
Yeah, I've seen it, man. It's just like way over the top, but I love it, man. It's on Showtime, I think, right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Those were really cool.
Man, and I like the fact that like they revealed that there was more demons than just the Deadites. Like they had that one demon that gets into your head. And
I feel like it's like what Sam Raimi had originally wanted the Evil Dead to be, and just didn't have the means to do it at that point in time. Where now he does. So, yeah, I thought that was amazing.
Have you guys ever watched White Zombie?
Is that's not the Nazi zombie one, is it?
No, the early one, the old black and white one from like the 30s.
That's the old movie that
all the zombies were black.
That
was the thing. The only
White Zombie.
Well, that whole era though, all the zombies that were in the movies were black actors.
Yep.
They wouldn't cast them as in regular roles.
Yep.
So they had the only roles for the most part, besides maids and stuff like that, were for black actors were to be zombies.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dave Hodge with the history.
I'm a weird freak like that.
And then like Rob Zombie made actually made the band White Zombie back in the 80s after that movie.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yep.
Wow, I had no idea.
Wow. White Zombie, I'll have to check that out. No, I haven't seen that.
Cool. All right, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, guys, we got to wrap this up, but where can everybody find you?
So you can find us on Twitter at OnTheBrainMovie. We also have a Facebook page, but all our information, where you can find the movie, you can watch the trailer, you can buy the DVD, www.onthebrainmovie.com. Right now we're giving away a free DVD with the signed copy on our Twitter page. So go ahead and retweet, like our pinned tweet on the very top of our page at OnTheBrainMovie, and you can win a chance to win your very own copy of On the Brain.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you for having us on. Really appreciate your time.
Not a problem.
Great show.
Cool, man.
Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, guys.
All right, later.
Later, guys.